Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. So I'm just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do a daily general spread. We're going to pull cards and see what we get. And regardless of the energies I'm tapping into, if you don't resonate with this current energy, go through the library, okay? The whole library is yours. But I did come into this energy with a particular, this reading with a particular energy. And what I channeled was, it was the Two of Pentacles. And what I channeled was, as you guys are juggling, and this pentacle is like this reality, and you're juggling between the reality you're afraid you'll end up with and the reality that you hope and pray for. So it's like, it could even, some of you could even be experiencing like this bipolar type of energy, because when you're in this energy and you're thinking about the life you're afraid you'll end up with, you're feeling anxious, nervous, depressed, angry, bitter, even just thinking about it. Remember, your thoughts are connected to your feelings and your feelings are connected to your thoughts. And then you'll go to this really high vibration when your mind, you'll start feeling really good when your mind is focused on how life could be, the reality that you want for yourself. It starts fueling you with these energies of like excitement, happiness, relief, joy, healing, love. So I just feel like some of you guys feel emotionally imbalanced, and really what the imbalance is stemming from is you juggling these two realities in your mind. The reality of you being afraid of how it will end up, and the optimism you have about how great it could be. Okay, so that's all I was really tapping into. But we'll pray, pull cards, and see what else we get. All right. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. All right, so we only had one card flip out during the prayer, and it was the universal law number 6. Cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. So this is what I was trying to explain to you guys about, like, studying the laws is going to get you, the universal laws is going to get you to better tap into your own future, why things are the way they are right now, what changes you might have to look forward to, or where you're inevitably going to end up because of these laws. So a lot of things that are happening to you and a lot of things you're experiencing, feeling, whatever, are a reflection of these laws. There's also a lot there's to look forward to because of the laws. Okay? So, because chance, there's this energy of like chance. And I feel like for some of you, it's that going back to that energy of that spark of joy. Some of you guys are attributing to that spark of joy as chance, making it sound like it's just a coincidence or it was just chance. Like you're trying to minimalize how beautiful and how divinely guided this is, this gift. And some of you guys would understand that if you knew about the laws of rhythm and polarity, that no energy stays the same, that no energy rests. There's always a movement, and then the laws of polarity of going from one end to another. So I just feel like there's a lot to look forward to because of the energy you're in and how dark these experiences have been in a particular area. There's nowhere else to go but up. It's like that rock bottom energy. The only good thing about hitting rock bottom is there's nowhere else to go but up. That's a law of polarity. Right? So, anyways, let's see what else though. Don't try to minimize the beautiful things that are trickling into you, okay? Then we've got the King of Wands, which is this uncertainty, feeling cloudy. I feel like some of you guys could have been maybe partying a lot, drinking, smoking a lot, and just felt kind of cloudy in the mind, and it was affecting your ability to be able to take action. You felt like, I don't know what to do because I'm feeling cloudy in my mind, where for some of you, you are willing to take action and you have, but you've taken it with this uncertainty about what's going to come of it. Almost like, think of like a leap of faith. All right, that's what I'm getting off of this King of Wands here, which is the clouds in the Lenormand deck, number 6. Let's see what else. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the, which is the card of time in this deck, which this was the card that helped me best understand what the Wheel of Fortune is. I call it the Wheel of Fortune because to me, the way it's depicted gets me to better understand what these karmic cycles are for. And these scrolls, these designs, to me represent every single one of the life lessons we learn on these scales, and how the lessons we learn on the ring prior better help us understand the lessons that are to come. So I love this card. Beautiful, don't. Anyways. And we've got the 4. Oh, wow. I was going to say we have the 4 of Pentacles, because look, the Queen of Pentacles plus the 3 of Pentacles equals the 4 of Pentacles, which I was asking clarification about, and we literally got the 4 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, which in the Lenormand deck, we've got the Druid and the fucking, the Child. The Druid and the Child. So I'm also getting like somebody becoming a grandparent. Somebody becoming a grandparent impacts them significantly. It really embarks this new phase in some of you guys' life. Like, it almost brought the world, or it almost brought life full circle for you. Finding out that your child is pregnant, it changes the game for you. It gets you to look at everything really differently, and a lot of people are significantly impacted by their grandchildren. Like, the kind of shift in trajectory in them, like the change that occurs in them, could actually occur more being a grandparent than it did becoming a parent. Some of you guys will understand what I'm saying. Even if you're not a grandparent, because for some of you, the connection that you had with your grandparent, your parent didn't have, because they weren't the same parent with your mom or dad that they are with you. Because they learned and they went through these shifts. And just your generation of the bloodline reincarnating was impacting and affecting to them. Okay, so I'm seeing somebody becoming a grandparent, going into the crone energy and the druid energy. But in folklore, the way Eugene speaks it is you take that ring and you drop it in the water, and if it's meant to be, it will come back to you. And the ring is in this deck, where essentially it's reflective of love coming back to you. So some of you guys had to sacrifice connections that were not for you, sacrifice relationships that sacrifice. Some of you had to let go of relationships, sacrificing the fact that you didn't want to be alone. You know, but I am going to be alone because I'd rather be alone than be in this relationship. And for some of you, you've never been alone. You've always, from your home, you grew up with mother, father, brothers, sisters. Then you got into a long-term relationship through like high school, university. Then you were in a long-term, if not the same person, another long-term relationship. Like, some of you have really never been alone. But some things, because I feel like, look at, this is the collective releasing this commitment, dropping this and stepping into the unknown, into the clouds, meaning I don't know where I'm going to go, but I just know I got to get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here. This is the card of, this is the Two of Wands. It's the card of the City, seeking opportunity elsewhere, making plans to relocate for opportunity elsewhere. For some of you, somebody wants to tell you why they ghosted you. For some of you, someone wants to explain to you why they didn't give you. For some of you, you're questioning an employer, a boss, as to why you thought you were going to get something or be awarded something, and then somebody else was, and you're upset. Like, you felt like you should be given something, or it's an opportunity. It could be a title or position, but I feel like you felt like your boss already told you were going to get it. Some of you feel shocked. Some of you feel like somebody should have spoke to you about an action they took, or before they did something, and now you're upset. if some of you are looking at somebody being like, you shouldn't have taken that impulsive action. You should have talked to me first. You should have asked me about that before you went ahead and did that. Somebody doesn't like, some of you guys don't like what somebody did, and took the initiative to do without talking about you, because this is the Knight of Wands, and then this is the King of Wands. The King of Wands, whether male or female, doesn't like that the Knight of Wands, regardless of gender, did without the King of Wands' permission. Or at least like consult, or like, you should have talked to me about that first. What's this Knight of Swords about? It's about the four, something you don't see coming, okay? What is this that the collective doesn't see coming? Nine of Swords. The Queen of Wands. Some drama. There's some drama you're trying to ignore that somebody close to you is going through, because you don't want them to get you involved. Like, for some of you, you've got a family member or a friend who goes through these like relationships, and then when they go through the bad breakup period, they go to you for solace and stability. Like, can I stay by you while I get on my feet? It's like, for some of you, you want your friend or this person to leave this toxic, or your sibling to leave this toxic person, but a part of you's like, if they leave them though, they're gonna end up at my fucking house. I don't know who this person is. Then we've got the Two of Pentacles. We talked about this card. The life you want and the life you're afraid you'll end up with. Why? Well, you guys have some good news coming towards you that I don't think you anticipated. Or somebody thinks it's good news. You might not really care. Because we've got the Four of Cups, that's you not caring. That could also be you pretending not to care. And I'll be honest, it's one thing if you don't care, collective. I hope I didn't flash you guys. It's one thing not to care, but it's another thing to pretend you're not caring. You don't have to care if you don't want to. The point is about authenticity. If you care, care. Don't pretend like you don't. And if you don't care, don't give a fuck. Don't pretend like you do. Because that shit puts you out of alignment. And then you wonder, why did I end up here? Well, because you did a whole bunch of pretending. And then taking actions on that shit. It's like, anyways, I think I made my point about that. Because I feel like somebody, it goes either ways. Either way, some of you guys genuinely don't care, but some of you are pretending you don't care, and that will just put you out of severe alignment and put you definitely back in the runner position. Wow, there's somebody, for some of you that are like in a new relationship, because it looks like you're in a relationship and you're really like mirrored by two nines, like there's the Divine Masculine and the Two of Cups, and surrounding this is two nines. I feel like for some of you, you're in a new relationship with somebody, and then somebody from the past is really gonna try to like, I feel like this has to do with that audacity energy. I feel like somebody's a little bit more comfortable with you than you think they should be. Like somebody, I feel like you're going to create boundaries, and you're going to give somebody a reality check that, like, whatever familiarity you think you have with me, we don't have anymore. Whatever availability I had to you, I don't have to you anymore. For some of you, this could actually be your romantic partner. Your romantic partner might end up intercepting someone. So for example, this could be an ex that comes by your house to check up on you, to visit you, but they don't know you're in another relationship. They're going to find out. This person has no hesitation about making themselves known to other men or women, regardless. This is somebody who's like, can I help you? Who are you? I'm their partner. Can I help you? Like it's like that. So I just feel like collective, your past is going to try to challenge your future for the present. The past and the future are battling for the present moment. Remember, you manifest the future in the present, but you could also perpetuate your past from the present. Meaning like, well, that was the past. Well, that was the past. Well, doesn't this look familiar? This is how the past repeats itself. What do you want your present moment to consist of? What do you want to take your time, your energy, and your heart to manifest in this present moment? Is it the past that gets you terrified of what you might end up with? Or is it the future that gets you optimistic about all the potential and how great it could be? I feel like it's really funny for some of you. I feel like you're going to manifest a new romantic partner, or you're already in a new relationship. And for some of you, you don't even consider this relationship new, but you will when somebody from the past comes back. Like, this is the new person I'm with, like, in that timeline. For some of you, oh wow, for some of you, you could have been afraid of like introducing your child's father or mother to your current partner out of like this protective energy. So you give a little bit more power to your ex than you should, because some of you guys are afraid. You're very protective of your new partner, and you're like afraid of how your ex, who you could still raise children with and be co-parenting with, might treat or respond, or even like your parents, your mother or your father. There's some kind of like, I feel like your new partner, in the presence of these people that you feel energetically intimidated by, when they're in the presence of this new person, you're going to see them very differently. For some of you, this is why certain family members or friends are like not open to your new partner. Why? Because your new partner's energy challenges theirs without them having to do or say anything. They're energetically more dominating than the people that dominate you energetically. That's the joke. I don't know what this is about, but this has to do with some kind of power, energy kind of struggle. And I feel like somebody's afraid that their current partner can't hold their own. But what they don't realize is that because I'm getting that somebody's current partner is really sweet and kind, and like they don't give that dominant, like aggressive energy that you feel like they need to have in order to go up against or to be around certain people. I'm speaking to somebody who doesn't know what true dominance is then. So you're going to find out, your new partner is going to show you. For some of you, you are the new partner. Like your partner's all like afraid of like introducing you. They're like, I'm not afraid of introducing you to my kids. It's like introducing you to my ex. Like they're just violent, aggressive. Like the breakup was really bad. I don't want anything to do with them. Like, you know, like somebody's partner is afraid for their new partner. I wouldn't be. Then we've got the 5 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and that is a horrible fucking energy. That's a stuck energy. Okay, how do we get the fuck on out of that? That's horrible. This is a very energetic this is a feeling of being stuck energetically and mentally on something. Yeah, the 4 of Swords, stuck in this like healing energy, can't get out. Ooh, I don't like this energy. Death. And we got the Star and the Fool, but it did come out in reverse. So this is somebody who isn't open to taking a leap of faith towards what it is they want. So long and short, the divine is telling you that you're keeping yourself stuck, which is what I was trying to explain. Saturn was always trying to trigger to us, but it's very frustrating when you don't know how you're keeping yourself stuck and how to get yourself out of this stuck energy. right? So that's why we do a lot of talking here about like coming out of doing these paradigm shifts and this cognitive behavioral therapy, because when you change the way you talk to yourself, how you view yourself and others, it really helps coming out of this trapped energy. A lot of you are trapped because of your own limiting belief systems. So you look around you and you feel trapped, and it's really just a reflection of this. But this is somebody who's very trapped right now. They don't know how to get out of this mental imprisonment, whether they're consciously aware that they're holding themselves back or not, because it's an illusion, essentially. That's the worst. Because if it's an illusion, there's nothing to look at and say, okay, I'm going to take you down. It's all within self. There's nothing or no one to project it on. This is somebody who realizes that they are stuck from within, that they are taking accountability for the patterns that they create in their life. 5 of Cups, for the sadness that they feel. Somebody feels regrets, and it's not about regretting. You're not made to become aware of your own karmic behavioral patterning to have any regrets. It's more so about to take this awareness and to change the behavior. And when you change the behavioral patterning and heal the programming, you do it not just for yourself, but for your whole bloodline. So yeah, let's see though. This is the 9 of Wands, 2 of Swords. I feel like the Divine's asking you not to give up on somebody because you and this person don't see eye to eye. Because this 2 of Swords in this deck, when you read it out the book, Eugene's explaining that these 2 men are arguing about something, and both of them just have a different approach. And both of them have a certain level of power. One uses brute force, the other one uses knowledge to get their way. Both can bring success, but they're arguing about whose way is better. And the fact of the moral of the story is that they agree to disagree. This card is the card about needing to learn how to agree to disagree, needing to understand and respect the perspective of others without having to abandon your own. Because I feel like some of you guys are like pushing somebody away because they don't have the same perspective as you. It's like what you're trying to do. You're trying to get somebody to submit to your perspective, and it's not working because they're trying to get you to submit to their perspective. And the point is both of you are not meant to submit to any perspective. It's about being open to getting the perspective of others so that you have a broader sense of understanding. Seven of Swords. Oh, it's over some fucked up shit. That's crazy. Oh, this is somebody saying what you did was fucked up. No, what you did was fucked up. No, what you did was the 7 of Swords. No, what you did was the 7 of fucking Swords. No, you betrayed me. No, you did. No, you cheated first. No, you did. It was your fault. I only did this because you did it. This is exactly what's happening here. The 7 of Swords plus the 2 of Swords also equals the 9 of Swords, which speaks of stress and anxiety. So this is stress and anxiety between 2 people. It's like, then we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and then we've got the Page of Pentacles. Once these 2 people, whoever this is, whether this is business, it doesn't matter the nature of the relationship, but once these 2 people, because I feel like it's work related, I feel like it could be anything, but once these 2 people agree to disagree and really just value each other's different perspectives and ways about going things, there's a lot of success that can be had. But this is 2 people that are just pointing the finger. Neither are willing to really take accountability and like apologize. This is both people wanting somebody else to submit to the blame. No, you need to admit it was your fault. No, you need to admit it was your fault. The Queen of Swords is like, everyone's gonna shut the fuck up and go sit down. The Queen of Swords just came in and just fucking with the sword. The 10 of Cups, the 3 of... I keep getting this. I've gotten this in like 3 different readings. It's the 3 of Wands and then the Ace of Wands, which together equals the 4 of Wands. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ah. Miss Crixie. I'm Miss Crixie. Somebody really regrets the decision that they made, yo. But if somebody's wallowing in regret, it's because they don't get the fucking point. They don't get what the regret is trying to teach them. Their ego's still getting in the way. People who really I feel like people who really get caught in regret are people who struggle with ego. That's why I find like a lot of the men that I know will live with certain regrets and shit like that. It's because they're more egotistical. And I just feel like, I know that could be a really sexist statement. That was just my own observation, but I could be pretty egotistical too because I have my own masculine energy. Still blame it on the masculine. Love it. But anyways, yeah, somebody has regrets over the past, and it's their ego is still stopping them from understanding what the regret is meant to teach them, how they got here. And yeah, that somebody is being triggered so badly with regret, and it's going to bring them to the root of their sabotaging behavior, the root of their lack of faith, their wounding. So somebody's going through a tower moment in the form of regret, and I feel like it has to do with something like romantically. Somebody realizes that like they're never going to get somebody back. Somebody realizes that, you know, I can't return back to somebody because of what I did or said. Everything's forgivable, collective, but not everything is overcomable, in my opinion. In my personal opinion, I'm not willing to overcome anything. I have boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a love like that, where I'll just go through I don't know a love like that. The fuck? Let me stop. This isn't about me. It's about the collective. All the great things coming into the collective. As I said, great things. I saw the 10 of Pentacles. And then the 10 of Wands, which is amazing. Stressed about what? I don't understand. Somebody's really stressed out. 3 of Swords. That equals the 10. Stressed out about what? This message, these are people in our collective. These aren't just like outsiders, no offense. Because sometimes like the outsiders be in here and they know I don't got nothing for them. I don't got no messages for them. But these are for insiders. But some of you guys, I know I have my own little narcissistic ego vibe today. But some of you guys, I don't know, it's just wrapping up a cycle. But I feel like for some of you, you think something is already wrapped up and done, and then it is, but it was wrapped up and done internally, and now it's gonna play out externally. And I just feel like you're gonna go, what? It's because it's gonna feel like deja vu in a sense, or you're gonna be like, I'm off this, or I finished with this, or I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I'm gonna come off of that. You're gonna there's still the closure energy, and the collective is coming in, which is fantastic because closure allows for these new beginnings, and the new beginning showed up here with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands has been coming in over. And we've got the Ace of Cups in the form of the Divine Masculine, which is fantastic. And then the 3 of Wands. Prepare what? Why is this in the way? Like, I just don't get it. What's the problem? Oh my God, it's so annoying. Some people are just like, they're just, I don't know. I'm not gonna judge, but it doesn't matter. What's meant to be will be, and what isn't. Because I feel like somebody's delaying the inevitable. surrounding something not being for them. Somebody doesn't want to do anything because essentially when they take this action, they'll realize it really is done. It really is over. I feel like somebody knows you're really done with them, collective. The problem is like, for different people, it's going to play out very different ways. Like how people respond to the fact that you're really done with them plays out very differently for everybody. But this is people in your life responding to this closure energy that you brought from within yourself. There's all this external now reflecting that's going to go down, which included is people responding to that energetic disconnect. Like I told you guys, when you're energetically connected to people, it impacts them. Most of the time, they're not even consciously aware. Your love is affecting, your time is affecting, your energy is affecting. Every time you watch, think of, or inquire about people, they can feel that energy of being seen, heard, cared about. You pulled all of this shit away from people because you're just over it. There's closure. You're ready to move on. Your energy is best suited for you and needed elsewhere. Your future timeline needs it. And you've got a bunch of people that it's like going to bed with your favorite fucking, it's like going to sleep with like Egyptian cotton and then getting used to it and then like not having it and being like, fuck, that was really nice. Not to try to compare you guys to Egyptian cotton sheets, but I'm just trying to give you the impression of like, oh, it's the energy of not knowing what you had until it's gone kind of thing. And I just feel like people feel like that energetically. These are people, for some of you, people you've already come out of union with, but because you still had energetic ties to them, they didn't have the same feeling as loss as you did, because you still thought, cared, watched, asked about these people. But now that you don't, they can feel that. Okay. For some of you, these are people that you're actually involved with. There's people that you're in union with, but you've pulled back your time, your efforts, your energy. So usually you would be the first to show up and do this, or the first to do that, or willing to do this. All of that is you're pulling back your resources and your energies. And for some of you, you're doing it because you realize the energy of which you were supporting friends and family was one of codependency. Like it had to do with like how you wanted to be received and treated and looked at and needed by the people around you. You know what I mean? Like there was this expectation of what you were going to get back in return when you did this. If you guys are getting what I'm saying, I feel like I'm just like, there's a steady stream of channel and I wasn't really aware of what I was saying. But anyways, this is the daily spread. Okay, we bust it wide open with a couple of decks today. But I will do a 1-card spread so we can hone in on something particular. All right, guys? And until the next time I see you, keep letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.